Hi, this is Julie Campbell with Two Peas in a Bucket, and welcome to another Finally Friday card tutorial. Today we'll be making a fun flip card that will enclose a gift card and have some unexpected details. We'll be using pages from this Amy Tangerine daybook. If you've never seen a daybook, it's basically a mini scrapbook that's full of different pattern papers. There's all kinds of different sizes and patterns that are really fun to use for scrapbooking. But if you're a card maker like me, these books are also really great to use as part of your card elements. So what I've done, I have torn a couple of different pages from this daybook to use for my card today. These are the different elements that I removed from the daybook. As you can see, they have full color, lots of fun patterns, and the really neat thing about these is that there's also a great pattern and texture on the reverse side. I went ahead and trimmed the edges where I tore the pages from the book because they had a little bit of a rough edge and I wanted them to be nice and smooth. I also trimmed a piece of pattern paper from Basic Gray's new clippings collection. This is just a blue grid piece of paper and I thought it worked really well with this cloud paper that I removed from the daybook. I also trimmed a piece of white cardstock that was the same size as the pattern paper that I used before. I trimmed the edge off of the bottom of this paper. It's from the Dear Lizzie collection, and if you look on a lot of your pattern paper, some of the companies make a really nice border that's on the bottom of your paper. It originally was like this. But they're great to just remove and then use as a decorative element on your page. So we're going to be working basically from the bottom of the card up. This is going to be the inside of our card, and I just wanted to add this decorative element to the edge. Alright, now we're going to build up. The next layer is going to be this cloud paper. And as I mentioned earlier, we're making a flip card. So basically I want a card that has lots of different layers and just different ways to open the card, making it a fun experience for the recipient. So in order to make this card flip open nicely, I'm going to adhere these two pieces of paper together with washi tape. And now, as you can see, we've created our first layer of our card. I love packaging up gift cards in fun and unique ways. So for this card, I'm going to use one of these small chevron bags, and I'm just going to adhere that onto the blue pattern paper. And as you can see, these are the perfect size to enclose these types of cards. Okay, we're about midway through our card, and the reason I cut the cardstock earlier was because I wanted the card to have more stability. So I'm just going to adhere this portion onto this white piece of cardstock. Okay, we're going to add another decorative layer onto our card, and we're going to be doing the same technique as we did earlier with some washi tape. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add this ticket onto the front of the card. And this time, I'm going to go ahead and adhere portions of this tag so that it becomes one with the orange layer below. Alright, the main part of our card is finished. Now we're just going to embellish it and add a little bit of detail to the inside of these opening flaps. I really like this piece of pattern paper from Pebbles. It's just got all kinds of fun sentiments and different elements that are great to cut apart and use in a card. So I have removed one of these sections and I'm going to adhere that onto the back of our ticket. I'm going to add this little embellishment from the Amy Tangerine Bits pack. This comes with all kinds of different die cuts that are great to use for embellishments. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that onto this small envelope. And I'm just peeking because I want the bottom of this design to show through to the front of the card. I'm going to be adding some wood veneer here to the inside of this die cut. And these are just some little birds from Studio Calico. My favorite way to adhere wood pieces is just with my hot glue gun. I'm going to go ahead and add our gift card. And now we need a way for the card to be held shut so that it doesn't flap open whenever the recipient opens their card. This is a little pin and tag set from Basic Gray, and I really liked the blue turquoise jewel top that's on the top of this pin. So I'm just going to use a standard small paper punch and just punch a couple of holes here directly onto the card. And I'm just going to take that pin and thread that through. So now the card is held together very nicely. Because of the sharpness of this pen, I wouldn't suggest using this technique if you're giving this card to a small child. If you were wanting to do something like that for someone younger, I might suggest just using a decorative paper clip, such as these arrow paper clips, and instead of inserting this pen, you could just place the paper clip right over this tag, and that would also hold everything in place. Now this card is a little bit larger than a standard card. It's a little bit taller. So whenever I have cards that are a unique size and have some embellishments that aren't quite flat, I like to enclose them into one of these large glassine bags. These are perfect for hand delivering, but you could also, you know, if you wanted to mail this, just put it in a padded envelope after you've sealed it. So then they open up the padded envelope and they have this cute little surprise that's inside. So to close this envelope, I'm just going to use some more of the washi tape that we used earlier. So you can just fold that down and add a couple of strips. Another great way to close these bags is to just use a wooden clothespin on the top, which this is cute just by itself, but I'm going to show you how you can add a little bit of color to your clothespins. So this is one of the new inks from Hero Arts. This is the neon orange color, and if you stamped it, it is a very vibrant, really fun orange color. But whenever you add it to the wood, I'm just going to rub this directly onto the pad, the wood just kind of tones it down a little bit, and it ends up being a shade that coordinates perfectly with the orange that we've used in our card. So here I have a clothespin. I just went ahead and inked all the edges and allowed it to dry, and you could use a little makeup sponge or craft sponge to get in the little nooks and crannies. And then you can just add that to the top, and you've created a fun flip card with a great package and an enclosed gift card that's perfect for any recipient. I'm sure they're going to love it. I hope you have learned a lot from today's Finally Friday video, and I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.